Now for the track guide. Before starting, if you want to improve at a quicker pace, check out GITGUDracing.com. I have a lot of courses that can help you with that. But now, going into the track guide itself, for turn 1, make sure you're using all this space right here. You're really aligning yourself with the white line eventually. In terms of reference for braking, we're braking before the 50-meter board. What's very important about this corner is that you're going downhill, and this downhill slope, it's a lot more aggressive than it looks like. So our braking style will look to a certain degree quite similar to a Formula car, because we won't be able to maintain very hard brake pressure because we're going downhill. The front tires will go past the limit. So initially, yes, we're holding a lot of pressure. We're using all this track right here to the white line, but as we go into the corner, we have to drop quickly because right now the track just falls down. So in third gear, you should be aiming to cut this part of the green. You see this little space around here with the green color to the most inside part of the curb. That's where you want to put your tire. You want to cut it a lot, and you want to use a lot the steering wheel here. So super important. The trail braking helps, but not as much here because you're going downhill and we have to release the brakes. So it's important to slow the car as quickly as we can before going downhill. So brake very hard, as you can see in the brake trace. But then, as you get closer to your apex, to use the front tires, to use the steering wheel to cut and get a very late apex. That moment, you should be pressing the throttle and just holding it flat. Give it a small lift. The car will fight you, but that's fine. You should be aiming to find the minimum amount of lift that you can get away with. Don't drop the throttle to 0. It's going to be very, very slow. And by the way, this was done with a fixed setup. But if you want to go even quicker, highly encourage you to check Go setups out. Their setups are amazing. If you're running the Open Series, it will give you a big advantage. And we also have a 10% discount code. But now for this corner, at the 100-meter board, you will start to be applying the brakes. You want to stay on the white line, and then in third gear, once again, cutting this curb quite aggressively, pushing the throttle hard. Like you should go 0-100 very, very quickly. That's the most important part about this corner, because then you'll be aligning yourself on the left side, going into these two apexes right-handers. Reference for braking here or just dropping the throttle will be past the Marshall post on the left side, that green one. Then you're going to be holding the brakes, but you don't want to brake very hard. Instead, you want to brake it for longer. So right now, still holding in fourth gear, still braking. And then when you're in the middle between this corner and the next, that's when you apply the throttle. You should keep a very tight line between these two apexes, arriving at 100% throttle. Super important to have your right tires on the white line here. But make sure you're not too much on the right side, so use this space, but still hit that white line. You're gonna brake and turn for the next corner. So in fourth gear, you will go to third. You will cut a lot this curb while still holding the brake. So you shouldn't be pushing the throttle up until the exit. You don't want to push the throttle at the apex. You want to put past the apex, just pushing the speed into the corner, then pushing the throttle, keeping a very tight line here, just going completely over this curb, just like that in third gear. This is going to be your faster way around. Make sure you're meeting this curb on your way out and the grass. If you're not doing that, it means you're not pushing the throttle early enough. And now positioning the car to this tree, which will be our reference for braking. When you're at the tree, you're going to brake and turn at the same time. In third gear, once again, a lot of steering wheel lock. And make sure you're cutting the curb even more than what we did here. You can get away with cutting it more. Now for this corner, you have to do a lift because otherwise the rear will step out. So make sure you're doing it. And now going into the last corner, make sure you're using this space of the track. It's still not going to be an off track. You're going to brake and turn very, very late. In third gear, you should be mounting the curb and then pushing the throttle on your way out. Don't push the throttle earlier than the curb because this corner is very uncomfortable. And if you have to do throttle corrections just because you pushed too early, your lap time will be ruined. So instead of that, just go a little bit later on the throttle, but make sure you are able to go 0-100. Use this space because the suspension can handle the curb. And now you just want to keep the minimum, to cover the minimum amount of distance by keeping the car on the left side. That's pretty much it. So I hope you have a great week around here. And if you want to improve at a quicker pace, GITGUDracing.com. Go setups, and looking forward to see you in the next one. Bye bye.